What's up guys, it's Richard here. Today I'm going to be unboxing and taking my first look at an Origin PC. So Origin is a company that focuses on building customized gaming computers, whether they're desktops or laptops. And obviously from the size of the crate here we have a desktop computer. So when I first looked at the US site, I noticed that they said that they send out all their desktops in huge wooden crates. And I was really impressed that their Australian site does that as well. So let's open it up and have a look at what's inside. So inside the crate we had another box with heaps of foam padding in it to make sure that your computer gets to you nice and safe. We've also got an awesome cloth cover there with the Origin logo on the front. That'll be great for if you're storing your PC and you just want to keep dust away from it. And we've also got a Origin branded accessories box here, so let's take a look a little bit more at this. So the first thing we have in here is a printed off checklist from Origin. So basically they run through all the components that you've selected inside your computer, and then they do lots of checks to make sure the computer is working correctly before they send it out. They've also got some tests here for system assembly, cabling, fans, screws, all that. Make sure the BIOS is working correctly, RAID configuration if you selected it, what OS you've got on there, the drivers are all on there. And they also run through some tweaks, configuration and some benchmarks here. So we've got the 3D Mark Vantage score, PC Mark Vantage, as well as a few others. Other contents, we have a user guide for our motherboard, an Origin PC sticker, custom built gaming desktops and laptops designed to dominate, our Silverstone Raven 2 manual, Corsair power supply manual, our Blu-ray ROM DVD rewriter manual, and some drivers here. We've also got a custom DVD case here with the Origin, so this will include some more drivers in there, our Windows information, as well as some recovery discs. And finally we have our Corsair PSU carrying case. So as I mentioned, we are using the Silverstone Raven 2 chassis. Starting off, quick overview at the front, we have our Blu-ray reader DVD writer here. Down the bottom we have an Origin sticker as well as the Raven logo in black. So on the side of the case we have a nice big window here to show you the contents inside. Also got a Silverstone logo up the top right hand corner. So on the top of the case we have our power switch and reset buttons. We also have two USB 2.0 ports as well as our microphone in and audio out. So the major difference with the Raven when you compare it to other cases on the market is that the inputs and the outputs are all located at the top of the case. To access them, all you need to do is pull this off at the top. And we can see we can access our graphics cards, our motherboard inputs and outputs, as well as our power supply. At the back of the case we have our routing hole here for all of our cables. We also have our power supply's intake fan located here. This is covered by a removable dust filter. So let's have a quick look at some of the features of the case before we jump into the hardware. We have three 180mm fans at the bottom here. These are intake fans with their own dust filters. You notice there's a nice gap down the bottom here to allow air to be pulled up through these fans, cool all the components of your system before being exhausted by the 120mm fan here at the top. Over here we have our 5¼ inch drive bays. These are toolless, so if you wanted to release a drive, push that up like that, lock it back into place by pushing back down. Overall you can see that the cable management in this case is excellent. You can barely see them at all. We've got our power supply cables here being routed behind the case and only coming out where they're needed. So jumping onto the hardware, we have the Asus M4 A790 Deluxe motherboard. On that we have an AMD Phenom 2965 CPU with the stock air cooling, 8GB of Corsair RAM and an EVGA GTX 570. For our hard drives we have a 1TB Western Digital Caviar black drive. All that is being powered by the Corsair TX 750W power supply. Thanks for checking out this unboxing and first look guys. I'll be giving this computer a good test with a lot of games over the next few months, so make sure to keep an eye out for my video review, which I'll do once I've had a good chance to test it all. Once again, thanks for watching, and if you like this video and want to see more like it, don't forget to subscribe.